This is a compilation with Art Teacher for Life. Life, living on a flat earth, and Glock. We are having a great trip, me and Nikki. Look at Nikki Poo over there, just digging.
Hey.
Where are we going, baby?
We're going to the Bigfoot Festival in Marion. Apparently there's two, and they say this was the first one.
I just missed my exit.
Did you really?
Yeah, why that doesn't have sound?
I don't know why it doesn't have sound. If I do this, I bet it will.
I'll get over. Yeah. So I was wondering why it hadn't had any audio.
Exit right ahead.
It's supposed to.
I see you have control.
I'll have to.
That's odd. It's now got sound.
Now when I touch it, that's when it happens. So what I'll need to do is, after I finish this,
So our GPS.
I'll need to go in there and see if a setting had been changed. It'll tell us.
So I've got to
look at that too.
So I've got to find my exit, which is going to be at 3 miles. Garrison Road. But we're actually really excited, even though we missed our exit. We're still excited.
And we left a little bit later than we wanted to, but not too much later.
Yeah, we left a little later
The main
because
events
we were supposed to have stuff done before we left, and things weren't done. So my OCD just did not allow us to leave till that stuff was done. That's just how it is. But no, we're actually really excited about going. This is our first time, and there is a book that we are looking to write, and that's one of the reasons why we're going to the festival. Kind of get into the mix of things, kind of get into with the people, listen to people's stories, how they describe things, and go from there. But this is part one of the videos, and we'll be doing this whole thing all day today, videotaping, and I'll be editing probably tomorrow and having enough for all y'all to watch. So as always, guys, take care, God bless, and we will see you in a little bit.
Oh my goodness! I spotted a Bigfoot! He's in the back of this big old truck right here, look!
Oh, this is awesome. Awesome. Pretty good, dude. Did he laugh?
He did.
We are driving down in Marion, and we are squatching. That is a phone booth back there with a phone in it. Wow, that's a classic. So we've already been driving. We've already saw a Bigfoot. We got blue light special up here, so Nikki needs to take this from my hand.
Okay.
And it's videotaping.
I know it is.
After 400
Thank you, Darth Vader.
yards, turn right.
Oh, this is cute through here.
Yep. Yeah, we've already saw some places that had like decorated for Bigfoot.
What you doing? I am looking for some scratches.
That must be where they've cordoned off the
road
to do things.
Alright, so
Look.
Alright, let's ask where we could park. Which way? This way?
It says that way.
This way.
People are parking back here though.
Right.
Alright. They're parking back there and walking. Alright. Well, I say we look for
Parking spot.
detour ahead. I think we need to ask where we can park.
I don't disagree.
People are parking back here in the police department. The pharmacy. All right, let's stop. Okay,
Pause the video.
Let's pause the video.
That's okay.
If you look at the geography of that area, that's more flat.
Let's see, Carolina, Taba Valley research for these tracks and handprints on a creek bank. I am. The tracks came out of the water and led to the bank where he got this missing toe and the left foot. So some of they're missing toes. See?
Huh.
So it's on a creek bed in Catawba, or Catawba Valley. Yeah.
In Catawba?
Yeah. Young male or adult male. Plaster repairs and sand.
If you want to go to it, I'll stay here and watch it. Yeah, that way.
That was in McDowell. That was in this area right here. Make plaster repairs and sand. Widewood Hill.
We'll go listen to some of the.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the one.
Okay. I look from the side over here. That's what I do. And then you can watch. It's got to be hot, right? Or I guess it's reflecting the sun. It's too hot for me being in the sun right now. I might need to be in the shade or something for a little bit.
Go ahead and tell us where we are.
Hey, we're in Marion, North Carolina. We're at the Bigfoot Festival. We got here late because we had to wash dishes, but that's okay. We finally got here, and it wasn't too bad. It was really nice, in fact, because the drive was really good on 40.
Yeah.
We've taken 74 before, and it's scary, but it's called the actual Bigfoot Festival. But
And there's a line over here.
Marion wanted to take it over this year because it's such a quaint little town, and there's a lot of businesses involved in changing their stuff that they have to Bigfoot things. And look, they even have a place for puppies to get drink water.
That's awesome. You ready? So we're going to go walk down. Oh, look at that. Yep. Oh, look, Magic the Gathering. That's a beautiful dog. Yep. So 2 hours from now it'll be about 5 o'clock. Because it's 2:45 now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, 4:30 maybe. I set your alarm for 4 because that's
Okay.
half an hour before we have to be back.
And then we can move.
Say what?
I said, and then we can move the car and bring it up. Well, as you're seeing, is we're now walking down in downtown Marion, where we're looking at all the different vendors. We haven't even got there yet. Nikki and I are just discussing about how long do we have where we park the car. And it's interesting. I'm trying to walk with this thing is bouncing off my belly. And I'm trying to dodge people. They just like stand there. Some people are extremely happy. Some are like, what in the world is going on here? But it's a big turnout. Right here is where you're really getting into the meat right here. I mean, it's like you cross this barrier right here and it's like, boom, you are inside Bigfootville. I mean, there's all these vendors. And if you remember, you'll see over here too, this one right here. This is the one where we were talking about the spiritualist. I don't know why I'm videotaping the truck at this moment, but a lot of artsy people are here. Very, very interesting. And as you can look, there's like different people, all different walks of life. Interesting guy walking around with his Bigfoot furry legs and arms. It's like, where's his head? But he doesn't have it. So, the hats. Let's take us. Yes. Wow. And there's different little vendors. Nikki found some honey when we were up here. Now that honey, what kind of honey was that, Nikki? Sourwood honey. And let me tell you, Nikki said it was delicious. We're not allowed to open it till the other ones that we have. We got 3 other ones. Honey. He's like, honey, oh, honey, oh, honey, 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 yes. Let's go get some honey. Where's my honey? Where's my honey? Oh, there she is. And so this guy's the vendor selling the sourwood honey, and then somebody just stepped in front of me. And again, that same person steps in front of me. And I'm like, what in the world? You want to do that now or you want to come back? Are you sure? And those are $5. There's $20 big bottle up there.
Which one? You want to taste it?
So where you go? As we're discussing, because we brought
$20. That was our big spending. So we either were going to join our money together to buy a big thing, or we were going to buy two separate things. Nikki chose to get honey. She got the $10 honey, and then I got a keychain, leather.
It's a real hardwood tree.
Yeah.
And you don't need no fruit off of it. All you get is
People are so friendly here. It was awesome. And here we are looking at some leather. Let me get the camera where it's going to look down. You'll see some of the leather stuff that we started looking at. So what is that kind she's got? And look, this guy makes all that leather himself. Stamps it, cuts it, sews it, puts it, stitches it, does all of it by hand, every bit of it. And I was just amazed. It's just amazing what people can do. It just...
Do y'all need more of those? Yeah. Okay.
With us today. Now you can go to the website and order it.
Okay, you got a card or? That's okay.
I have you can make a picture of that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I sure can. So Nikki's going to take a picture.
Okay.
But it was just amazing. Amazing the detail he put into it. It really was.
We don't have another one.
Okay, looks like drinks and stuff are in the middle and like things to be in bottles on the side. That looks like it's an oyster bar. Right there. It's called Shucks.
Yep.
That could be jewelry. Oh, it's jewelry. I see it. It looks like it's pearl jewelry. Boondock Sports Bar and Grill.
Saw that.
You know what boondocking means?
What?
You know how we say in the boondocks? You know what that word really means? I figured it out.
What?
You know how Ashley says when she goes camping, she sometimes boondocks?
Yeah.
She docks in the boondocks. That's what it means.
That's funny.
Like, we like parking or camping out somewhere that nobody knows you're there. And you might be illegal, but you don't know. Ooh, the pretty stuff on this side.
Yeah, we're going to go down and then we'll walk back.
I'm just showing. It's pretty. Oh no, it's a funeral. And I'm just teasing because they're using it as a. Who's got music? What is this fun?
Chick-fil-A combo, $6.
Chick-fil-A even came out. Oh, she nice. So you get your ice, Derek? You get your ice and then you come over and you fill up your own. That's smart.
Yep. And I didn't get a chance to put my billfold back. Let me. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Good. Tracy was like, "What? This is our friend Tracy we met." He's like, "What? You're here at the Bigfootville? You?" Yeah, the Bigfoot Festival. And the guy that you see that's right here, that's a friend of ours also. He's actually an artist. He's actually drawing. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Really good artist. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I was surprised we saw anybody. I was like, I don't see anybody up this way.
There's some people up here I've seen, like my friend Ken and brother Dave from the 501st. They're here.
Okay.
And Chuck, he does the Royal Guard all the time. He's here too.
Yeah.
And then some of our pirate friends are up here too. So
nice.
It's an amazing turnout. We were like,
It is amazing. It's the first time they've had it here. Was it in Asheville?
This is the first year.
They're doing one in
I love it.
Hendersonville at the same time, actually. Because when I
really?
looked up to try to find like addresses or anything like that, both came up on the same day. Now they're having something else here, Marion, in October.
Right. He's doing that too. He's in the art for the Halloween Mayhem.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna have that here, and then the Morganton's having their Bluegrass Festival right now.
Oh, right in Crown.
Yeah, so that's what they're wondering if.
We were wondering why that crowd was going that way.
Yeah.
Like, look at the line coming this way.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty awesome to see our friend. Tracy's awesome. He's actually part of the 501st. If you ever saw the KT R2 unit, they're the ones that created that, and George Lucas signed off on it and allowed it to be in the Star Wars movies. So he was a part of the creation of the KT unit, the R2 unit. So yeah, that was really cool to get to see him.
somebody that had something in the like out the truck of the car.
Oh, that's awesome.
We drove by going, and he was like,
That's
so
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
He came in just about 2 minutes ago off the side.
That's
The one I may have, you know what I'm saying, decided was the other herd somehow.
This is where they had the prints, the Sasquatch prints, and this is what we started filming first. When we got there, I said I had to see these things. Now, the very interesting thing is that I hope I have it on camera. The camera kind of cut itself off, so I'm still going through the footage. And for some reason, I'm at this person's behind right now. I apologize about that. I didn't know if they were going to allow photography or anything. And then they were really cool about it whenever I got up there, so they were allowing us to take pictures. But some people are very, cautious about whether or not you get to take a picture of their stuff or not. And but he ended up being really cool about it. You hear in the background that creature, them talking, sound. The really interesting thing is that one of the prints has got 6 fingers. And they talked about this, and I hope I have it, but that is the print that you're seeing, which is right here. It actually had 6 fingers on it, 6 individual fingers. It was crazy looking. And it's Dirty South Sasquatch. I'd rather be Squatch. And it's pretty cool. Nikki, I mean, everybody was around here. At the very beginning here, Nikki tells you how you can do the actual.
I think the sand is a good idea because it makes it more sturdy. However, I think what happened is they bought the wrong type of plaster because the type of plaster they had was for repair work. But there's a type of plaster that will freeze so hard you'll think it's stone.
Really?
Yeah. You use the 2 different type of plasters because when you make a clay shape and you want to make a mold from it, you then put the clay shape inside of a box or whatever and pour this stuff on top of it. This is the stuff you're going to be chipping away. Then you dig out all your clay from the inside of it and you pour your other plaster into that mold and you chip away the outside plaster. You color the 2 different ones so you know which one to chip away and which one not to chip away. Yeah. I think this is going to be cool more. Oh, there we go.
We didn't want to get paid then. Yeah. I really don't remember. And I got some hilarious response. People making fun of me. I'm like, yeah, it's anonymous. Yeah. So I got a response. A legitimate response. And I was like,
Black bear.
we talked a little bit. And so we set up a time together. And my wife asked me, she said, before that, I just thought, I didn't know exactly what it was, just the general area. So we got to talking, setting up the trip, and I said, well, I live in Mount Holly. Where did you go to the word? No, we actually went to northern part of North Carolina, to a little spot where I found. And so I said, I live in Mount Holly. And he said, well, I live in Mount Holly. I was a trip in. I'm like, really?
Oh, sorry.
That's crazy. So, we say that, and Dwight was coming over, and my wife was like, you do not know this guy. Are you really doing this? Are you really going to get in the truck and go to the woods with a total stranger? I said, no, I said, hey, if it doesn't work out, I just pick him up and come on home. I mean, it'll work out. I didn't really think that. So we had a great night.
Joseph Bordeaux, he came along too.
That was his second or third trip. That was his day. And
And the ironic thing is that area, later on, Bob got in contact with the guy that was having activity around his house, and it's right up from that area. So, we actually went out to a state park up in that area, and we had all kinds of activity. Every single time we went in, we've been there maybe 3 times. We've gotten activity every time we've been up. Well, actually, we should be going there more than what we do, to be honest.
His name, what is his name? I forget.
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson.
Not the same guy on Miami.
Yeah. He contacted me out of the blue and said, can I call you? And I was like, yeah. So he gave me a call and he said, I don't even know how to say this. He said, well, I'm highly concerned. I said, well, so what's going on? He said, I have these creatures around my house. And I was like, really? Where do you live? And it was, for what, 10 nautical miles from where we had gone that bike and had things happen. I said, well, you probably do.
Yeah.
And he had some great footprints. They were standing outside his window. He was finding footprints under the window. Big footprints. Yeah. So another way everything kind of ties in together.
Yeah. And you guys are obviously inland North Carolina. You guys are you in the mountains? Are you near the mountains? Is it fairly flat where you guys are?
Yeah, it's fairly flat. We live just outside of Charlotte, just west of Charlotte. So if we go west, obviously the Appalachians, we get the Appalachians. Hour and a half, 2 hours, depending where you're going. Then there's Uwharrie. We go out there, that's east of it.
I think it's a good location because either way, it's about a 90-minute drive to Uwharrie and 90 minutes to get up into the Appalachians, the foothills area. So it's pretty cool. I think we're in a good spot as far as that goes. We don't mind traffic. We don't have much traffic.
Couldn't figure out what it was. They're stepping in front of it. That comes in that traffic 1236. The next picture is 342. And then that same minute that comes going out of that traffic.
Oh, wow.
And we throw, I don't know how many trail cameras away because the car is taking a blank picture.
Yeah.
They're stepping in front of it so close that it's blurry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Really?
And that one messed up just enough for us to realize what was going on.
But we didn't right, yeah. Really?
And we got this picture the other day. You can see its size.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
its wide nose on top of its head right there.
Yeah. Its head goes all the way up. Yeah.
And here's shoulders, head, shoulder.
Man.
This one here, it took my trail cam like a fisher's retreat. It took that picture, that nice picture. It took the trail cam, turned the face side down, turned it against the ground. And how you know it ain't fire? They won't cover it up, chewed up. Yeah. It was turned the face side down where it was that picture. That nice picture took us taking it up the sky. So it had to be.
Right. Yep.
Of this one.
Yeah. I believe they're intelligent. I believe they're highly
I
intelligent.
always said them stupid things, and after dealing with them about 4 years,
Yeah.
I found out I was stupid.
They're highly intelligent. I definitely agree with that. But they are.
Anything that can figure out how trail cam works
Yeah.
and never have lessons, they're smart.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. They are.
And this one, when it followed us in, we was going in to change the cord out of one audio recorder. And we smelled it. And up in the clear cut, I just caught a glimpse of something new.
Right.
Well, he drove up, and luckily had his camera ready to go up, zoomed in, and studio.
So at this point here, I actually asked him if, these things are intelligent, aren't they? And I asked a question right here about them being intelligent, and he was highly surprised that I even said that, and asked me if I actually seen one myself, and I had to tell him that I hadn't, but I had a friend that had, but I'd done enough research in the ancient texts and stuff to talk about this creature, and I know that this thing is intelligent. I think, personally, for me, I think it is a descendant of the Nephilim, and I think it's been hiding, and we found out that this national park is not that far from where we live. And so we talked about going to Mar Mountain and going there and seeing it. So it should be Morris Mountain. Thank you, Sweet Pea. So yeah, Morris.
This is West Morris.
Okay.
There's a camera. We got this picture.
Yeah.
Regular trail cams.
Extremely nice. Extremely interesting. I mean, it really is. You can't go to a nice little thing in a downtown without seeing some really nice cars. Really nice cars. I mean, we were slaughtering over these cars. That bug, oh my gosh, I want the bug. And then we saw, what now? Yeah. Just, I mean, beautiful, beautiful. And that's the Squatchmobile right there, which is the coupe. Oh man, they were just gorgeous. And we were trying to find the town hall where they were going to have their meeting, and we ended up walking in the wrong direction. Remember, I want to look at those. We're going to get you that honey, right?
Yes.
And
I see part of the town.
I wanted to get look for a hat.
No, you did.
And there's that line. So now we're tracking to get to the town hall, back into the middle of the creature. So we finally made it to the town hall, and I'm going to let you listen to some of the story just a little bit, because we got here at the very tail end of it. So let me let you listen. We got to the very end of it. We kind of upset that we missed the main part of it. Wait a second, babe.
Literal gibberish type of sound. And kind of like the little guy off of the Wild Strawberries, you know. Of course, that might have been me. I don't know. It scared me so bad. But yeah, next thing I knew, I jumped in my truck. I jumped in my truck. It had to be Bigfoot. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. All right, who's next?
You want to come back?
But I only see him.
So that was it. That was us getting to see the tail end of the town hall meeting. But guys, this trip was absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it. So here's some of the photos that they said, and they claim that this shadow is a Bigfoot. That was kind of hard for me to chew back on that one, but there was some other good little shots in the Blue Ridge foothills. Some pictures that they had that were compelling. They had, again, that cast. I'm hoping to get a bigger. There it is, and this is the one that had the 6 fingers. That was intriguing to me, extremely intriguing that it had six digits. They had the cast here, which, you know, I've showed this to a friend of ours, and she was like, yeah, but, you know, the contour, the way the foot moves, I'm not seeing any of the grab that would be there with a bare foot into the sole. And, I mean, it's a great argument, you know, about that. But there, people are just, I mean, it's just passion, guys. It's just straight up passion. These people are sharing what they're experiencing and seeing. And it's the reason why Nikki and I are getting ready to start writing the book, dealing with Bigfoot and what we've collected as data and what we've done, and going to something like this is just, you know, these people are experiencing something, and we cannot say they're not. And it does match up with ancient cultures and ancient texts of the past. It does tell of these things. You just take a look at the Epic of Gilgamesh. You look in the Bible. The wild man, the hairy man, these things are there in China. So as always, guys, you got to enjoy what you seek. And this is my afterthoughts on this. Here you go.
Just finished with the Bigfoot Con in
Bigfoot Festival in Marion, North Carolina.
In Marion, North Carolina, and it was a merry old time.
It was really fun.
It really was. And we saw people we knew. I was like...
We knew one person that we saw that we met before at the Comic Cons. And then we talked to one lady.
Did you open this?
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked to one lady for a while, and she was like 20 minutes from our house where she lives. They came from around our area too.
Yeah.
And she was trying to tell us, and she went to the closest city, and we went to the closest city, and that would have been an hour.
200 yards. Turn to the left.
And then when we talked about specifically where we live, we found out we were like 20 minutes away.
We should have got a telephone number.
Yeah.
You're just not really listening. You're not really listening. That's Derek's whole motto today. You're not really listening. You're not really listening. Okay. You're not really listening. There you go. You're not really listening. You're not.
It was fun.
It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's about all our little bodies can do.
Yeah. Whew. So, learned a lot. They had a which was
booth.
$5 parking there.
We had free parking.
I know. They did, excuse me, they had this print. And I was talking to the guy about it. And he says, yeah, it's not, he says, we're puzzled because this is what we're getting with the hands. The hand prints are 6 fingers. And the toes are 3, maybe 5. But we've been getting more 3-toed and more 6 fingers. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. We're not sure if it's the same Sasquatch or if it's multiples, but it'll come up to you in the place. He told us where we can go, so Nikki and I are actually going to go there, and we're going to take video equipment, and I'm going to videotape this thing for Bigfoot, for research for my book that I've decided we are going to start writing this week, actually. And I've got all the research, got all the stuff for it, so I was like, why not put it in the book form? But yeah, very, very interesting subject and topics that we were talking about. And I said, now, these things are highly intelligent, aren't they? He looked at me, and he said, if you had told me 4 years ago these things were intelligent, I would have sat there and told you you're crazy. They're animals. He said, have you ever had a run-in with them? Because to know they're intelligent, you'd have to have a run-in with them. And I thought that was interesting. I thought it was really interesting because I've done so much research. I've not had a run-in with a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot. And
we haven't done that much camping.
Yeah.
We did a little bit of camping.
We did a lot of camping when we first got married.
Yeah, because then our health declined after that.
Yeah, and that's what I used to do all the time. But but he and the other people kind of looked at me kind of crazy when I said these things are highly intelligent, aren't they? And you see all the other people looking, and they're kind of like, what? And the guy looks at me kind of like this puzzled look, and he goes,
is that the first guy?
Yeah. And that's why he turned me, the other guy, on to talking to us.
Oh.
Is because he says this guy, he understands how intelligent they are. And I started asking him some questions that I have taken from folklore, from First Nation people, my heritage, and then you go into, thank you, sweet pea. And then you add in the fact that, I have dealt with books of ancient past and ancient stuff that's taught about these creatures, and I was like, yeah, the reason I'm asking is because I say they are highly intelligent. And he said they know how to move a trail cam. They know how to stand right in front of it and not let you get a picture of them. They know how to block off so you can't get a full visual of them. And we're now finding where they're digging out trenches so they can hide, whereas like they're neck level in the trench where they can watch you get out of your car, walk around. He said you could walk right around them and never see them because of these new trenches that we're seeing them build and dig out. And he says, and they're using tools to dig these things out, not just with their hands. He says they do use their hands. That's how we got this 6-fingered. Well, that's so cool. That's what we need to make our transformer. And I was like, seriously? He's like, yeah. And so we had a nice little conversation about it. And yeah, he just was like, yeah, these things are highly intelligent. And he said, had you asked me that 4 years ago, I'd have left you. She said, no, they're just like any other ape. They're not. And I said, now I want you to take a look at this picture you're showing me. I said, you're showing me its eyes and its nose. And I said, I'm an artist. I said, it has an elongated skull. Dude was flabbergasted. He says, you're the only one that's pointed that out to us. We talked about it, and I said, it's elongated skull. I said, you see the picture here. And he's like, you're the only one that's ever mentioned that to me. And we show these pictures off to everyone. And At that time, I
We're
think
gonna
he started.
look it up. I know what group they're with because I took pictures of the group they're with. We're gonna have to get them for interviews and or you know, information. Talk to them about it.
Yeah, I definitely want to get them up for
I think
information.
I think they'd be apt to Skype us.
Yeah.
And or do hangouts.
I think that's what I want to do. Do an interview with them.
500 yards.
And you can mention the things you just mentioned to them to remind them of who you are. And that you like information. Okay, we go under the bridge and then we're gonna turn right.
Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, these things have elongated skulls. They have 6 fingers. Guys, if I ever had any doubt that they had ties to the Nephilim, that is over. That is physically over. Being allowed to see the stuff that these guys shared with me and shared with everyone that was there. It was just me personally. He did talk to me personally because of what the questions I was asking. But he was like straight up going, you know, and then when we said where we were located, he's like, well, you're not that far from us. You know, you ought to come and do one with us. And I was thinking, really? He's like, yeah, you should just come out there and just sit with us. And we, you know.
We like sitting in the woods.
Yeah.
We do, actually.
And so.
We like sitting by rivers, too.
Yeah. But he says they're becoming more active now. They're becoming, he says, I don't know what's going on, but they are becoming, the young ones are curious and mischievous, but the older ones,
After 200 yards.
they're not acting as if they're afraid of man anymore. And he said, and I don't know, and I was sitting there, I was thinking, I was going, you're kidding me. You're saying that these things are not, they're engaging with you, and he says, yeah, and a lot of these things they are. And I was just sitting there going, and years back they didn't. He said, yeah, you know, and I was like, are we looking at 2012? He says, shortly after that, yeah, you know, they're not as afraid of us. And I was just dumbfounded by that statement. Just flabbergasted.
Maybe they got a TV.
No, I think they are.
Maybe they got a TV and they're watching all these people searching for Bigfoot.
No, I think that the Nephilim are becoming bold. I think they're going to start being more bold in ways that we've never seen. But guys, thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video of getting to go to a festival of Bigfoot.
It was so much fun.
It was so much fun.
I got honey. Let me say.
Oh yeah, Nikki got honey, and I got a keychain.
It's sourwood honey.
Yep, comes from a tree.
And he was giving out free samples and taste, and I don't like buying things like this unless I know it's good. And I love clever honey, and this is better. It's called the sourwood tree. I got Derek a keychain.
Got me a keychain with a little foot on the back and on the front of it. Squatching. So
that the footprint on both sides.
Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. It was really,
yeah,
and it's leather. It was like leather hat, leather belt. Let's go, people. Let's get the leather. Wow, whip, no whip. All right, guys. Take care. God bless. We love you. Bye, guys.